Hello friends, welcome back to Tech Talk, and today we learn Java data types, part of the Learn Java Programming from Scratch tutorial series. Java data types. As explained in the previous chapter, a variable in Java must be a specified data type. Integer, integer variable my number, value 5, integer whole number, float, floating point number, character, single character, boolean true or false, and string writing sentence or word. Data types are divided into two groups. Primitive data types includes byte, short, integer, long, float, double, boolean, and character. Non-primitive data types such as string, arrays, and classes. We'll learn more about this in the later chapter. Primitive data types. A primitive data type specifies the size and type of variable values, and it has no additional methods. There are 8 primitive data types in Java. Data type by byte, size 1 byte, description, stores whole numbers from -128 to 127. Data type short, size 2 byte, stores whole numbers from minus 32,768 to 32,767. Integer size 4 bytes, stores whole numbers from a long minus 2147 483 648 to 2147 483 647. Long size 8 bytes and stores a whole numbers from negative to a very big positive number. Float size 4 bytes stores fractional numbers sufficient for storing 6 to 7 decimal digit. Double size 8 bytes stores fractional numbers sufficient for storing 15 decimal digits. Boolean 1 bit stores true or false values. Character size 2 bytes stores a single character, letter, or ASCII values. Numbers. Primitive number types are divided into two groups. Integer types stores whole numbers, positive or negative, such as 1, 2, 3 or minus 4, 5, 6, without decimals. Valid types are byte, short, integer, and long. Byte, short, integer, or long. Which type you should use depends on numeric value. Floating point numbers. Floating point types represents numbers with a fractional part containing one or more decimals. There are two types, float and double. Float and double. Even though there are many numeric types in Java, the most used for numbers are integer for whole numbers and double for floating point numbers. However, we will describe them as all as you continue. Integer type. Byte. The byte data type can store whole numbers from -128 to 127. This can be used instead of integer or other integer types to save memory when you are certain that the value will be within -128 and plus or unsigned 127. Byte my number, hundred. Next one is short. The short data types. Okay, I am skipping explaining this again because I already explained data types, hives, and description about this. Let's jump to the examples. Let's write an example of short. Write short. My number 1000. Let's run this code. It's 6000. Next one is integer. In general and in our tutorial, the integer data type is the preferred data type when we create variables with a numeric value. Let's create an integer. Int 1000. 10,000 or 100,000. 100,000. Let's print it, run it. 100,000. Next one is long. This is used when integer is not large enough to store the value. And note that we should end the value with an L to make it long. Let's get a long value. This one is long number. Let's be and floating point types. We should use a floating point type whenever we need a number with a decimal, such as 10.01, 3.1416. Float. Next data type is float. Float should end with a value with an f. Let's make an variable with a float. It's printing 100.0. So next one is double, and double should end with a d. To make it double, Which one to use between float and double? The precision of a floating point value indicates how many digits the value can have after the decimal point. The precision of float is only 6 or 7 decimal digit, while double variables have a precision of about 15 digits. Therefore, it is safer to use double for most calculations. Scientific numbers. A floating point number can also be a scientific number with an e to indicate the power of 10. Let's create an example of a scientific number. Three thousand double. Ten thousand. Booleans. A Boolean data type is declared with the Boolean keyword and can only take the values true or false. Let's create Boolean. Boolean number or false. False. Boolean values are mostly used for conditional testing, which you will learn more about in a later chapter. Characters. The character data type is used to store a single character. The character must be surrounded by single quotes like character, variable character, character, single quote. Run this code. A type printing value A. Alternatively, we can use ASCII values to display certain characters. For example, we can use 65 instead of A. Let's see what happened. It's printing capital A. Let's change it to 7. We should print C, and it's printing C. So this is how we can initialize or create character variables and assign character value. String. The string data type is used to store a sequence of characters or text. String values must be surrounded by double quotes. Data type string. Variable name greetings to over. String hello world. The string type is so much used and integrated in Java that some call it the special 9 type. A string in Java is actually a non-primitive data type because it refers to an object. The string object has methods that are used to perform certain operations on strings. Don't worry if you don't understand the term object just yet. We will learn more about string and object in later chapters. Non-primitive data types. Non-primitive data types are called reference type because they refer to an object. The main difference between primitive and non-primitive data types are primitive data types are predefined or already defined in Java. Non-primitive data types are created by the programmer and is not defined by Java except for string. Non-primitive types can be used to call methods to perform certain operations, while primitive types cannot. A primitive type has always a value, while non-primitive types can be null. A primitive type starts with a lowercase letter, while non-primitive type starts with an uppercase letter. The size of primitive type depends on the data type, while non-primitive types have all the same size. Non-primitive types are strings, arrays, classes, interfaces, etc. We will learn more about this in a later chapter. That's it for today. See you in the next video. Please do subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon and like my Facebook page so that you don't miss the great opportunity to learn full course absolutely free. And don't forget to like and share my videos with your friends. If you have any questions or suggestion, please post it on the comment and I will get back to you.